Welcome to Paranormal Gateway Paratalk. I'm your host, Scott Wise, and today I'm excited to bring back Cyn Shrader Hill, an author intuitive. We're going to talk about our new book tonight. It's called It's Not Incredible by the Second, More Signs from Beyond. It continues your journey in the stories of people who receive powerful messages from loved ones who have passed. The book shares more amazing, heartwarming experiences that remind us that love doesn't end when life does, it simply changes form. So, welcome, Cyn.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, I was totally confused. Like I said to you before, I have people postponing because they were sick like the last 2 weeks.
Mhm.
I forgot, it was sad to say, I forgot that we had that one book that Jeff Source had. But I'm like, oh, damn.
Well, well, with what I've got going on, I just hope I can answer correctly because, you know, I'm a little down too. So if I don't answer exactly what you wanted to know, then just say no. That's not what I asked.
No, that's all right. Well, it took ask what made you decide to do the second one.
When I wrote the first one, I had people coming up to me and saying, "I've got a sign you'd like to hear." Or I had someone that visited me several times. Would you like to hear that story? And so it wasn't long before I knew I had a sequel. And so I started that. And then I was getting so many near death experiences and warnings and rescues that I thought I'd pull that out and make that death's doorstep. So that's why that book came out first. It was originally supposed to be a part of this one, but it was going to be too big. So what's in It's Not Goodbye are visions and dreams of your loved ones, feathers, coins, cardinals, other birds. Maybe you smell the perfume or cologne or cigar smoke of your loved one. Maybe that special song comes on all the time. So it's more those stories that are in this book.
More signs. Yep.
Hmm.
I really enjoyed the book also. I read the first one too, but it's amazing how many people out there have that you can feel a book, okay?
That's right. That's
And
right.
how much people know to reach out to you about it.
I'm still we just got back from Goblin Con in Hopkinsville, and I spoke about signs from the afterlife. Um, and I had people coming up to me after I spoke saying, "I really want to talk to you about something that happened to me to see what you think." And it was amazing how many people did that. So everybody, well, not everybody, but there's so many people that receive signs and they're on the fence. Is that a sign or is it just me wanting it to be? Regardless, it's a sign. It's made you think of your loved one. And why not take it as, yeah, that was a direct sign from your loved one? But there's going to be skeptics all day long, and that's okay too. But what I tell people is just because you're skeptical of someone's story, don't take it away from them because that might be the only thing holding them to not breaking down for that day.
All right. I bet you carry a notepad everywhere, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. But come my dream, but I get visitation a lot, I think, because like the other night, my grandma passed away many years ago, but I always like wanted over to Thanksgiving and Christmas to helping her cook and that kind of stuff. And but I was doing in right us in the kitchen and do stuff, which is weird, you know. I think why it came around because Thanksgiving time. Well, I mean I think that aren't there things called anniversary gifts.
Yeah.
So
And I mean, memories just pop up. And usually it's holidays that make that happen.
it's
And,
it's
you
weird.
know, Yeah. I mean, we miss our loved ones so much.
Yeah. Yeah, she was the one that I went to her house when she passed, and I got to say bye to her before they took her away. We're good. It's a lot better.
Uh, it's
Yeah.
it's things you just never get over. You
Right.
know.
Right. Right.
And I tell some people, um, it's grieving, and it's something that you don't really get over. You just kind of get used to it. You kind of
Right.
dulls your senses.
A lot of people you just see shows and stuff, and they say that I'm glad we could give a conclusion and we could feel better and stuff. Well, that person is gone, but you're never going to feel about them, or hopefully you remember the good times. I watch these shows, people get murdered and stuff like that. I don't know why that good. I'm just weird that way, I guess. But I like to see how they find them and stuff too. So.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, there's people they hope out now when they die. But if we know what's there's something after this, and I hope that it goes by that.
Mm-hmm.
But I say, well, sin is forgiven, and whatever. I don't know if that is true or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a real quite the religious person as my parents were, um, but having these signs to see my past relatives, people would die. Like Steve, my friend that I talked to you about in your book.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So, and you were gonna say a little bit about that story too.
yeah, um, me and a few of my friends, we actually met back in the mid '80s. We all worked at a graphics company, and we worked there for like 15 years together. And we get together. One of the things we like to do, we made homemade beer. So we make a batch every 3 months, I guess, and we got to choose which ones. So we got to be real close. He invited me and Sharon, our wife, over a bunch of people every Thanksgiving and Christmas at house, the party up and stuff. And he got sick one year, and I forget how I think I say he's 56. Well, I think I'm
Sometimes.
playing it. And he got sick. He had lymphoma, and it hit him. And for the 7 months, he died. So from when he was diagnosed, and he did chemo and stuff, and so he was put into a hospice. And I'd go out, not every day, maybe every other day to see him. And I work night shift, so I see him in the afternoons. I take him lunch stuff. He wants stuff more Burger King, so I stopped by Burger King again. He wanted his Walmart fries. And he wanted a shake too. He gotta have his chocolate shake.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, yeah. So I take one, and I noticed gradually over. He was in there for like 6 weeks, I think. And I noticed gradually how he deteriorated and how much weight he was losing. And there was times I'd help him get in his chair, and he was that light I could move him myself. I mean, he was like 100 pounds,
Hmm.
and he was burly. And he all saw his hair. He looked, and then I was getting ready to go in Monday morning to see him when they opened, and I got a call from his brother, and he told me that not about coming in. He was calling from the nursing home. The house was telling him not about coming in because he passed away that morning. I think it was on 4 o'clock in the morning he passed. But yeah, that kind of sucked. And then they had his funeral on my birthday. So that got hit hard.
Hmm.
after that, we all went down to the bar and we did. We all got a glass of Guinness to show snow with because that was that was my favorite beer, his favorite beer. So we just hosted Guinness to him, and then after that, one long after that, I started having dreams of him, and a lot of dreams would be us still at working. And a couple times we'd been at his apartment too, like watching movies and talking and stuff. And yeah, it's not usual for me to have at least one dream probably a month of him. And we were just talking and stuff. And I can't remember what we talked about. And it's got that upwards kind of blur sometimes, but
Mhm.
I know we're talking about things. Yeah, and to get forward with that story, he got into trouble that he had to work at theater for a while, but he got picked himself back up again, and he started working for a little theater that was in York, which is called York Little Theater. He worked on building the sets and stuff. That's what his passion was, building stuff for sets. He never was in the place, but he worked on building them up and tearing them down. But I was he loved to do that. And so a few months later, I just joined this team. I was in that team for about a little less than a year. And I think it was October we went to theater, and I knew he loved being there. And I think that if he did, he might be there now. So I thought, well, yeah, I check it out. And so I picked up a EVP of him saying to me, "Hey Scott." And then I forgot to tell you, I found out another part. I said, how are you doing?" I forgot about that part too.
Oh, wow.
I forgot about I had that somewhere too. How are you doing? But I had, "Hey Scott, here we go. This note I can play."
Wow. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. It's almost still, "How are you doing?" I forgot to bring that up. So like where it's a little hard here, but it's, "How are you doing?" So
wow. Those
yeah,
are, I
yeah.
mean,
I heard that. Like, wow. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
So
And those are
yeah,
right to you.
I've been very fortunate over the years to pick up EDPs. My group and me. I don't know if it's um how I come about things when I go to these places that I'm more open or receptive with my surroundings,
Hmm.
and they're more open to talking with me. But yeah, I think maybe that has something to do with it. But yeah, like I was surprised I heard that because I had a lot of share EDPs before, but I think that's pretty clear.
That's a very clear one and a very direct one to you.
Yeah. And like I said, that I played that for a mutual friend of ours, and he said it sounded exactly like it. Yeah,
Wow.
I really got goosebumps. And guess where did you get that from? He's like, "Hey, that's Steve." I was going, "Yeah." He's no, he called me bullshit. You're full of shit, Scott. I'm like, "Yeah, well, you can believe it or not, but yeah, that place was very hard there. We got a lot of voices we think was from the custodian there or the janitor
Hmm.
telling us to pick things up and and banging himself and I think he grabbed us a couple times. We picked a lot of stuff up in the stairwell. I don't
He
know
did
why.
what?
In the stairwell.
What'd he do there?
Now I picked up a lot of stuff in the stairwell.
Oh, you did. You
Yeah.
did.
It was good because it's in an echo too.
Was it like people, going in and out of the theater?
Oh
Maybe
yeah.
the show was done or,
Oh, we had one of the crowd already too.
oh, wow.
So, yeah, I brought that. I think I had to, but just in talking, um, it picked up an echo for being in that.
Wow.
Said hi. Yeah, a little
Uh-huh.
bit. No, it's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff out of there. Uh, they want to go back again, but by the time I moved out of York and that group, I broke up with them because we didn't get along anymore. Because he didn't want to work on stuff anymore, and I'm like, well, my friend and me broke off, and we got another group. We got her for over 15 years now. So
You gotta find people that mesh.
yeah. Like I said, one guy I was with, my best friend. I knew him from seventh grade,
Hmm.
so we've been together that long. Yeah.
It can take, and it takes all kinds too.
Mhm.
You know, and sometimes even your oldest friends, you think, oh, that they'll be a perfect team member, and they just don't work out for
Okay.
whatever reason.
Yeah, he was all gung ho first, and then I had to go myself to these places and, really ill, everything. And their husband wears that. I said, he'll be here. I'm like, I feel like shit. You know?
Hmm. Yeah.
But, we got a lot of stuff throughout the years and helped a lot of people. You know?
Did I tell you about being on that other podcast and hearing Wyatt?
I don't know. I did not, but he said again. I can't remember.
Um, well, it was Warped Reality podcast, and
Mm.
it was Ghost Joe, who's up in New York, and Creepy Ken, who is in South Carolina, and he's actually from Ohio and moved to South
Really?
Carolina. And
Oh, it's from Ohio.
right, and he Ken was the one that was doing the technical stuff that night, and I told Wyatt's story, just what I've been telling, and played the EVP for him, that Wyatt talked to me at my sister's house. And then a few days later, it was maybe 2, 3 days later, he reached out and he said, I'm going through and editing this, he said, and I've already caught 6 EVPs, one on your end, one on mine, and the rest on Joe's. And I said, oh, please send me the ones you're getting on my end. And he said, you're not going to believe one of them. He said, you're not going to believe this one. And I said, yeah, well. And it was Wyatt. It was Wyatt talking. Do you want to hear it?
Sure. Hell yeah. Just give my fresh.
Right? Okay, so I was talking about training Wyatt for Elk Valley Paranormal as my videographer and different things. And this is what I got. So you'll hear me talking. And we were just doing few and far between investigations.
What?
But yeah, he was learning, and
Wow. That's good, eh?
and here it is. Here it is isolated.
What?
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, oh my goodness. I said, I'm going to give you Wyatt's cell phone number because we still have it. I said, I want you to call that number and let it go to voicemail. And he did. And he wrote me back. He said, that's him. Because that's what he says on his voicemail, Wyatt. And it's the same tone.
Yeah.
So he just kind of pops in. It makes me wonder how many times he has popped in.
Right.
So and Mark Elliott Foltz, the one that does the illustrations and the covers for my books, he's a great person. He has said that when we mention their names, they hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's all around us. I think if they choose to, they'll make themselves more known.
Yeah.
If they want to. They don't want to bother.
Well, they probably have other things to do.
Not for things to hear, probably.
Yeah. I mean, knowing Wyatt, he was a little, he could pick any song and learn it just like that. Just incredible musician, incredible guitarist. And he's probably talking to Jimi Hendrix and, all of them up there and trying to, oh, you played what? Oh, I've never heard of that instrument. How do you play that? So he's probably talked to everybody possible.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
started a band.
That's true.
Yeah.
You like that? We think maybe we that band. Oh boy. Why no? I'm the why no whatever. That's wild. Whoa, Wild White.
Do what now?
Yeah, Wild White and the Stone Hills.
Right?
What emotions do you feel when you write these stories?
They're all over the place.
Yeah.
They can go from just, I'm just amazed at something. Then all of a sudden it's pulling at my heartstrings and just devastating. And then you have other stories that just make you go, oh my gosh, how did that happen? That's amazing and incredible, makes you feel wonderful. So they're all over the place and all the time.
Well, do you ever see a message you didn't understand until later?
From what?
It's a message you didn't understand until later.
Sometimes not until later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, I've wondered how you learn to tune in about things around you, and how did you pick up I think I'm kind of empath, but how do you hone your skills that helps you better? It's hard to ask you because it's what's with these as a little girl.
I think it just happens the more you're involved and the more you are talking to these different people, you learn other things. Always growing. But I think, see, at a young age, I didn't realize I was sensitive. And I developed panic attacks when I was 10 years old and had them all my life. And until I turned 50, I didn't know what they were, but they would come out of nowhere. And some of them were emergency room panic attacks where I thought I was having a heart attack. I thought I was dying.
Wow.
And just severe panic issues and severe anxiety disorder. But I was told when I first joined Ghost Hunters of Southern Tennessee, he said, you're sensitive, right? And I said, what does that mean? And he said, you can tell when energy shifts. You can, read somebody. You can, understand what's going on before it happens or, just different things like that. And I said, I just thought that was part of everybody. And he said, no. And anyway, fast forward a little bit, and I started thinking about all that. And I talked to Mark and just different people, and I came to the conclusion I was taking on everybody's energy way back.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't blocking myself. I wasn't protecting myself like I know how to do now. But I was taking everybody's energy on, and especially in large crowds. And I don't like large crowds because of that. I
Mhm.
didn't know at the time why I didn't like to be in crowds, but that's why I was taking on everybody's energy. So some of your followers might have that same problem and don't know why that's happening. But I have learned to protect myself and block so I don't take on people's energy. But now that still doesn't say that I won't be affected by the stories I'm reading,
Right. Right.
because that's going to play in.
Well, I know I did when I was reading them.
Mhm.
Yeah, Stifler. Yeah. But what's the most common way people receive them? Like,
The most common,
wait, that's not
I
right.
think, I think probably the most common is the red bird. I think people, when they see cardinals,
Mm,
they think of their loved ones, and that's just become a universal sign
mm,
for past loved ones. So I think that is probably the one I hear the most.
wow.
Other the other, close behind that would be coins
Hmm.
and feathers.
Yeah.
There's just so many,
Yeah.
so many.
They start giving down $100 bills. I'll look at better.
I would love that one now. I haven't I haven't found one of those. My dad was a coin collector.
Oh yeah.
Maybe if he had been a paper money collector,
Yeah.
I would find those.
Yeah. My uncle used to have one of those big jugs. He'd fill with pennies.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, that thing I can. I've never had that, but no, I never collect coins and stuff. But no, I did when I was in Boy Scouts. I did stamps for a while.
When I was young, my dad got me started on stamps and coins.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I kind
There's some coins too.
Yeah. I Anywhere I go, I haven't gone to many foreign countries, but
Mhm.
those that I have, I make sure to bring back coins.
I got also a collection of beer coasters.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
got over 100 of them.
you got to have some kind of collection, right?
Yeah.
Do you have those displayed?
Hmm. I did back to the old place, but I ran out of stuff. I had to redo it because the place like before it was in the basement that got damp, and
Mm.
so all this they got wolves and stuff. But
Oh no.
I got a whole bunch right there still. So
Did you have to throw some away?
yeah, yeah.
Oh no.
I had double as lots too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I went and take 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, okay. Did you lose did you lose something that you just had one of?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I think I was all right.
Okay.
Yeah. I had lucky. Cause I was out in Utah, and with being the Mormon, and I don't think it's drinking much out there. There are a lot of bars out there.
There's a bunch.
Utah, yeah, I found out. See, I think I feel somebody here. So it's probably the girl. I'll check out hers. I think she comes around.
Right?
Yeah. Oh well. I thought she'll me. I'll go through the door. I'll pick her up. I got that one time, the shadow behind me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm not here or not. See. Mm, maybe I don't. No, I don't think I do. I'll have to send to you at the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's there one on my back as I can say goodbye.
Wow.
Yes, it's amazing. I knew she was here. If she didn't have to tell me she's here, because Miss Rothschild there is unknown. But there was stuff out in the kitchen while they were dying. I was up in the kitchen and I was making my shakes and stuff. I had to do protein shakes. And I had bottle here. I turned around and someone was thrown against the back of the behind me against the cupboard. And like I turned around like, not good off. I think and they just I don't say it just fall because it ended up the whole way over outside where the rug was at. So I don't know you're here. Or so I'll get a faint smell, something like nothing real. Yeah. Oh well. Are there any topics in the afterlife you want to explore more?
There's always more to explore. I just, you know, that's a really broad question.
Sorry.
That's a really broad question. Um, I can't think of anything that I've heard enough of. I think the more I hear, the more I learn paranormally,
hmm
the better that rounds me as a person. And it just opens me up to wanting to learn more and more and more. So I'm pretty sure I'll never stop learning.
Right. And I'm sure by speaking on, you'll probably get more people coming and say, "Hey, I got a story."
Yeah.
I'll still be enough for a third one.
Yeah. I mean, I've already got some stories for a third one.
Yeah.
It's incredible. We just got back from Goblin Con, and that was in Hopkinsville. And I got to speak there
hmm
about the signs from beyond. And I had several, and they would come up and say, um, I really want to talk to you about something that happened to me. I don't know if it was a sign, but I kind of think it was. And they would start telling me, and I'd go, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a sign. That's a sign. And some incredible stuff. And I'd say, I would love to put that in the next book if you don't mind. And gave them my email. So, any of your listeners, if they've had signs or any kind of scary stories, or, because I collect all kinds of stories about paranormal things, but you can reach out to me at Cyn Shrader Hill author at gmail.com. And I'd be glad to read those and hopefully put those in another book.
Cool. I guess the question for you and everybody, I guess. Well, how has reading about this book of the afterlife changed your outlook on death? I think you might have already covered that part with.
Uh, I, I just know that
Are
there's something else.
less afraid of dying or losing loved ones?
What's that? What was that?
Or are they less afraid of dying or losing loved ones?
I don't think we're ever, well, maybe afraid is not the right, I don't know. I think we're never ready to lose loved ones, but we might, like, if they've been sick for a while or older
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, we might just kind of accept that as that was just part of their life's journey. But I don't know. I get lost on that. I think there's so much more. I think there is something after death. Even with the near-death experiences, the ones that come back and say, I've seen this and this, I've seen this, and what do you think?
Well, I still have the fear of the unknown too, and my perhaps of my past, so many years that I've been having these dreams and stuff, and I know myself. I feel that at this point, I'm not afraid to die myself. Um, how people feel and haven't had the experience of rehab, it may feel a lot different, and like I said, we're all getting older, and I've had a great life. So I mean, I'm not ready to die now. I'm just saying that.
Right, right. I'm not ready. I'm
You
not.
know,
I'm not ready.
but I got a lot more stuff I want to do, and I got a kid. I had many years ahead of him, so he just turned 23. So he got a long way to go.
I think something that Mark told me um, resonates more with me about that than anything. It's that because he had a near death experience. He died. He he was murdered and was brought back.
Mm-hmm.
I think the third time. I think he died 3 times and was brought back. But his psychic ability just increased and he was able to do more. And he said, and this is what stuck with me. He said, death doesn't hurt. The dying part might, but once you get past that, it's wonderful. And he said, I really didn't want to come back. And I've heard other people say that.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
I really didn't want to come back. I wanted to keep going to that light.
Mm-hmm. And I heard the people saying their loved ones saying it's not your time yet, go back.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that before too. So.
Yeah. So I am of that frame of mind. I think death, once I get there, I'm okay. But the dying part, I'm not a fan of.
Right. Yeah. The pain part.
Yeah.
I hope it's down my sleep.
That's
the way I'm gonna go. This guy right here.
right.
Yeah.
That's how my dad went. And it was
almost too. Yeah.
It was unexpected.
Yeah.
It was.
Hers too. I mean, she was very lively still, and did a lot of stuff, everything on house, cook and everything up to that she did right. So, her husband, my grandpa passed away like 8 years earlier, I think. But yeah.
And there's a couple of stories in that new book. One of them, the older man came out and told his wife, he called her Gal. Gal, me and the Lord had a long talk with the Lord. I had a long talk with the Lord last night. And, it's about my time. And he died pretty much right after he said that.
Go away. The dog's barking.
Oh, they're just checking in.
Come here.
They're checking in.
Come here. Oh, Mom, come here. Something like that. She probably like.
Well, he was like, well, you told me to go away.
She said, no, Debbie. She is dying, girl.
Oh.
Yeah, she's true signature. Yeah, she I don't know how to do math right now. It's just like 16 times 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
She's 16?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's still fun, doggy. She still does zoomies.
Oh, my Bella, and see, I've just got cats. The Bella will be 15 Halloween. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty old for cats.
Yeah,
He's,
we thought about getting the cat. We know yet. We assigned a new lease here now. I'm gonna know if you have to say about getting the cat or not. I mean, they only have a dog, but I gotta through my being a little ill and stuff and having getting backaches and stuff. I just got my new um recliner that has massage
yeah.
and heat. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, I got a real good deal on it. So, yeah, so that's where I take naps.
That's where you pretty much stay.
That's why I have to set my alarm to get up to the show. I said, what sure? I said, my wife had, she always works hard during the day, so overtime hours.
Uh,
She goes home exactly that for a while. She TikToks a lot. So I said, are you going to fall asleep back there? So I'm just, well, I might. So I want you to wake me up at 6:15 to get me up there ready for the, you know. She said, your alarm. I said, okay. So I did. I got up at 6:15 and I got my shit together. So
Look,
yeah, I've been during the afternoons and stuff. I just melting out and I was doing my feedings and I was sipping some.
so it must be pretty nice then.
Yeah, it is. She had problems getting parts for it. Once came damaged.
Mm,
The rest of them were fell apart. They didn't come in and said, do you mind if the armrests are a different color? I said, no. But what happened with one of these tent first part back, it had a bed thing on it, so it couldn't get back on.
hmm
So it has a whole new one that has new arms in too. So everything's same color.
Oh, wow.
So work it out. So, oh well. So that's what I was doing. Like, it's like damn show. I'll put it up on Spotify and stuff and get that taken care of. So, but, uh, oh, lordy. Yeah. So,
Am I, am I boring you?
yeah, he's kept being on here. I woke up around 4 o'clock in the morning, though, too.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry, I already asked you. Can I write more books about spiritual messages? And he said yes.
hmm
So that's good. So, do you think about, do you consider empath and a medium or just empath?
Who?
You.
Me? No, I'm not a medium. Well, unless there's a spirit box. If a spirit box is going, I can hear, but otherwise, no. I'm not a medium at all. Um, Strangely enough, when I'm around Mark, who is a medium and a psychic, um, it brings out gifts that I didn't know I had. And it, I might be a little psychic for a second and just say something about the place, and he'll go, "Oh yeah, yeah, I noticed that," and then I'll think, "Wait a minute, how did I even know that?" But it's Mark says it's like osmosis. It just kind of flows from him and makes me my gifts a little bit more. So that's kind of cool. I wish I was like that all the time, though.
Yeah. I call mom dad like every other day usually. There's my a jury of him being an accident and dying. I'm like, oh. I'm like, oh boy, so I called next day, so I had that. You're fine. So often, right away, if something asks me or see somebody, I'll call them early, see how they're doing.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Second, it kind of freaked me out. What?
Hmm. Hmm. Mom used to call me when I was even at college, and she'd say, "Okay, what's going on? What are you What are you talking about? What's going on with you?" And it would always be something that I was stressing over, or
Uh,
trying to decide. I hope I make the right decision. I don't know, but it would be something like that.
yeah, that's where I think of my abilities. Empath has get better throughout the years.
Hmm.
Um, I've never been more to with it.
I think so too.
And another thing about all this journaling stuff where it's like I live another life because every night I had these vivid and lucid dreams. And it's like I get up and I get back sleep. So I'm basically not getting much sleep at all. So I do take some melatonin sometimes. That helps.
Hmm.
But
I'm out of that. I've got to get some more.
yeah, I got some on Amazon, like a bottle of 300 of them for like
Mhm.
um yeah, like 300 for like I think they're like 5 milligrams. I'm not sure which ones you get, but I think they go up to 5 milligrams or they can go up to 10.
I've
I
seen
think
10. Yeah, I've
over,
seen 10.
okay, over the counter.
Hmm. Hmm.
But yeah, my ones I take might come in 10. They oh, how big is one. Well, I'll send it to you afterwards. The link for 'em if you want to check them out.
Okay.
I still have this was the bottom I had for a few months now. So they work really good. Uh,
I found when I first started taking those that my dreams were a little bit more vivid, and I don't know what that does to it, but it does something.
yeah, it does. So I'll say out the drops. What they
Mhm.
call it? The not the L, not LC. What's the drops they get from? What are they called?
I'm not sure.
Those that have the what is that stuff? Like get that you get marijuana and that kind of stuff. What's those drops called?
The gummies?
No, they have drops actually.
Oh, like the oil,
Yeah,
the sublingual
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have those too. But I have
Mhm.
ones um for being more aware and
Mhm.
one's for a night. And,
Mhm.
yeah. One's called a sleepy time. I think one's called. There's one called night. It works for good though.
But you said, how long have you been lucid dreaming?
Oh,
As long as you can remember?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I really don't have those.
Hmm. I'm every night.
Wow.
Yeah, every night. Because over the last night, um, it's very. I should write it down, but um, I was fighting over somebody about a drink or something. I was paying, I was at a bar and we were fighting over drinks.
Were
I
you
like who's buying next or whatever. It's actually still weird dreams.
were you fighting over the drinks or the drink coasters?
Oh, I think that could be,
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be. Yeah, yeah. I get the weirdest ones. and I answer back and forth too. So I'm gonna start doing. I think starting tomorrow. I'll write stuff down. And get up in the air. So I tell you about them then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh my. Well, I think we're gonna close that time. Do you want to tell everybody they can reach you? And
Yeah.
I have
Um,
my barcode up there for your book on Amazon. They can scan that and buy
okay.
a book.
Yeah. So I'm on Facebook, Cyn Shrader Hill Author. You can reach me at Cyn Shrader Hill Author at gmail.com. You can find Elk Valley Paranormal on there as well. And there is also website elkvalleyparanormal.com. Um, my books are on Amazon, paperback, Kindle, and Audible versions. And I think that's it.
Yeah. I'll definitely get back on again. I still was from you. I think it was we're like in some way as it goes. We just like a match, so we try out how fun we get together. I'd love to get to your investigation with you, though.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it would. It would.
That would be fun. Well, it's our two minds going at and feel I can see how
It would be good.
I'll be out there with my roller too, so you have to walk behind me.
Okay. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I'll have to get reflectors on too, That makes me hazard lights. Oh yeah, get makers turn signals on. Oh my! Well, I should do get a license plate in the back.
Yeah, you should.
I have to talk about the be able to do that. We go in the front to hang. I have to do something. I had to go something on, Oh my. Oh well. No, like I said, I blast having you on. I look forward to having you back on again.
Sounds good.
So,
Thank you for having me.
Yep, you're right. So everybody, next time, everybody, good night and happy haunting.